Hello everyone, welcome to the best of one, third place decider in this Japan Dota Cup. We have Nankotsu Bringer versus Tomato Juice. So yesterday we had our semifinals, Nankotsu Bringer losing it to White Flag Bear, and this time they will be facing Tomato Juice that have, Tomato Juice have a very cute little icon here. Tomato Juice, we have, this guy is actually called Chisato. Apparently, I don't really know why, but Steam kind of screws up the characters there. We have Louis, we have Puru, we have Mafia, and Nubao. And on the other side, for Nankotsu Bringer, we have Dragu, HH, who apparently is named Home Home, and Toyo465, Torioka, and Surapop. So we see a Batrider band with the Clockwork band, and the other side is Invoker, as well as Chen, who are banned here. So Batrider band, pretty standard. It's just a very annoying hero all around. Clockwork, one of the bands that may be basically foreshadowing a Tinker pick, because Tinker, he really likes to just TP around, of course, and farm the map at very dangerous locations. But there are two heroes that kind of make him kind of like fear for his life when he does that. Actually, three. There is the Clockwork, because a rocket can just scout the trees in which he just blinked, as well as the hookshot that can just like zip through half the map and actually catch the Tinker. Then he can't TP, he can't use rearm because of the battery assault, which make it very annoying. Even if you hex the Clockwork when he arrives, his battery assault will still continue, and that means you won't be able to blink away, you won't be able to rearm and TP away. So that's very annoying. Another hero that's very annoying to play against as Tinker is Storm Spirit, and another is Nature's Prophet. Although Nature's Prophet usually need a lot of farm before being able to counter Tinker, quote unquote, because of course, if you TP in as Nature's Prophet to catch a Tinker, chances are if you don't have more items than the Tinker has, you will be the one dying. So yeah, your kit is not really suited for duels, especially not with a Tinker that has a lot of nuke damage and March of the Machine to fight inside. So, let's see, we also have an Enchantress, an Nature's Prophet on the other side, and an Ancient Apparition. So Enchantress, a very good hero all around to go aggressive if you really want to push early on, and also you see that the Tomato Juice have banned Chen, so maybe they're afraid of an early push lineup, because banning Chen like that, usually in the lower levels of team play, Chen is not a hero that is very feared, because the problem with the lower level teams is that they don't really know how to close the game efficiently. So the game will always drag on a little bit more than what it should. So banning up the Chen pretty much usually, in my opinion, means when you're playing against an amateur team, is that their lineup is not good against early game push, early game pressure. And Chen is really excelling at that. Enchantress is also very good at that, but she has the added benefit of having the impetus that can kind of make her a into a semi carry in the late game, and also make her dish out a lot of damage in the mid game. So Enchantress here will be able to put pressure that maybe they were trying to avoid. We also have a Tidehunter pick, and that we already talked about a lot in the last few games, because Tidehunter was always picked. It is because Tidehunter is this very strong teamfight hero that is very hard to screw up with. In the other side, Ancient Apparition is a very good pick against Enchantress. Now, I do believe they picked AA after the Enchantress pick, but I don't really remember. I think it's like a counter pick here. Otherwise, maybe Nankotsu Bringer picked the Enchantress into the Ancient Apparition. But one thing you have to keep in mind is that AA is not good at all at clearing creep waves. So if Enchantress decides to push in, AA is not going to do anything about it. AA is very good at actually catching up people off guard with the Chilling Touch. Basically, if you have a gang coming in and you use the Chilling Touch on 3 of your allies, it's going to be tons of damage from just a right click. So Alchemist is going to be the pick here, and so far they have very low creep clear ability. They have the Acid Spray that just takes forever to kill the creeps. They have, basically they could like use the Nature's Call to pull the creeps away from the tower, but there's no easy way to nuke down the creep wave. So we'll have to see if Nankotsu Bringer decide to go for a in-your-face type of lineup They already have a Tidehunter that can pressure the tower pretty easily, forcing the enemy of committing. It's either I go in, I defend, and I actually risk to take the Ravage in the face, or it's the I have to just give away and abandon this tower. And Lycan is going to be the pick for Nankatsu Bringer. So even more pressure on those towers. You really want to take down towers very early with this type of lineup. Enchantress, Lycan, normally that kind of lineup means you want to be able to take the control of the map as early as possible. So normally when we see pro team playing, the first catapult wave is when Enchantress is going to be going around behind the tier 1 tower with a smoke and 2 creeps and get a kill and get a tower with it. Usually pro teams are kind of aware of that, so we rarely have the kill going with the tower because the offlaner will be sensing the gank coming and he will be moving to his tier 2 tower. Now we'll have to see if Tomato Juice is aware of this kind of tactic. Remember, again, these are amateur teams that are playing for one, for fun, and two, for bringing up the level of the competition in Japan. Japan has a very small computer playing scene, and the MOBA scene inside this category of players is even smaller. So any kind of tournament is always good. It's always very beneficial for the teams to actually try to improve, and I think it is actually free to participate in the Japan Dota Cup as long as you're living in Japan. I do not believe that you need to be a Japanese person. I believe that the requirement is only to be living in Japan. So if you live in Japan and you want to participate into this type of tournament, just keep an eye on JapanDota.com. There's this guy named Mendo who is also organizing this tournament, who is working his ass off to basically bring all the news from Dota 2, from Valve, and translate those all in Japanese to try and form a Japanese community in Dota 2. So on Tomato Juice side, we have the Alchemist and Zeus pickup. So Zeus with Enchanted Apparition can be very devastating if you land a very good Ice Blast, because Zeus is kind of like finisher. It's very easy to get kills all around if Zeus used the Thundergrowth Wrath. And actually, Zeus burst is actually quite insane. He could qualify almost as a carry in the sense that his role, not in the sense that with the items he can carry and everything, because Zeus has very low range. He doesn't have nice attack animation or any any steroid spell. I'm not talking about his right clicks. I'm talking about the fact that if he's left on the sideline and far away from the enemy, and that he keeps his positioning, he can dish out so much magical damage that it's almost comparable to a farmed carry like a Drow Ranger. As long as you don't catch the Zeus and kill the Zeus, it's kind of like letting a Drow Ranger live and just peeling you with arrows. Instead, Zeus will be here throwing lightning bolts again and again and again, and you will be suffering a lot because the damage is actually insane, especially with the static field, which make it so Zeus is always relevant even in the late game. And now if you add up onto that a Veil of Discord, a Aghanim Scepter, or a Refresher Orb, all of these items can contribute to the fact that Zeus will be dealing even more damage. With the AA ultimate, this is basically saying that I'm gonna blast your face, you will not be able to heal, and if you go lower than the threshold, 10, 11, 12%, you're dead. So it's even making it easier for the nuke ability coming from Zeus. But the problem is, I feel like it's going a little bit all around the place, because yes, you have the Nature's Prophet, Wrath of Nature, that can easily follow up the Thundergrowth Wrath with the A Ice Blast and can easily kill 1 or 2 players. But then what do you have? You have Alchemist, that is a melee hero that is probably not going to be able to catch the Lycan if Lycan decides to just shapeshift and run away or run around and kill Zeus. Alchemist will take some time to get rolling. They will decide to pick an Axe. So Axe is a kind of like a direct counter to Lycan in the early game, because the Wolf will trigger his counter Helix, and also his Berserker Call goes through BKB. Lion is going to be the last pick for Nankatsu Bringer, so a lot of disables coming here as well as a lot of burst. So right now, if we have Tinker, for example, who decides to go for some reason for a laser rocket build, with the help of Lion, they will be able to kill people very, very easily. Well, wait a second. I think I have Skype going on, so I have to just cancel that. Sorry about that. And there we go. We're back in the game. I'm just gonna close the window. Alright. So we're back into the game. Tomato Juice is going to be on the Radiant side. The Dire side is going to be played by Nankotsu Bringer. With a very cool... nice little flag there. Yakiton? It looks like a food name or something. Like grilled something. I'm not really sure. And Tomato Juice with their little tomato. So everyone for Tomato Juice seems to be heading for the Dire jungle right now. They have wards onto Ancient Apparitions. They're probably going to try to... Okay, so they're going to ward their own side of the river. So that's a very defensive ward. It allows you to see if the enemy supports decide to go around here to try to gank you. But in my opinion, you could even put one there instead. Oh, it seems like they're going to be using a smoke to invade, but going up the high ground here, they will be revealed by the Enchantress. So this is probably gonna fail. Oh, Enchantress has to be very careful. It seems like she will be actually stunned, and if he gets... Oh, nice stun by Lion. He has to use a Sprout. He uses the Sprout. Enchantress eats a Tango very quickly. She's very low on HP, and it's going to be Zeus taking that first blood with the Arc Lightning. That's a very long range. I really thought she would be okay, but apparently not. And it looks like they may even be considering creep skipping here with the axe. So it's going to be a... Is it going to be an aggressive dual lane? It seems like it. And actually we have Nature's Prophet still around. I'm not really sure why. They have placed a ward, so they see where Nankotsu Bringer are. And... yeah, they're just creep skipping, so they're going to be trying to prevent the Lycan from farming. Lycan will have to be a little bit careful. He will take some damage if he decides to tank creep under his own tower. He has wolves to help him, but overall, it seems like Tomato Juice is getting the jump here. In the middle lane, Zeus is going to be fighting against Tinker. Tinker decided to take the Merge of the Machine. We have on the bottom lane a solo Prophet versus a solo Tyrantcher. And in the jungle is the Enchantress. It seems like they have placed sentries a little bit all around. One there to block the... Wait, actually this is Dark Sentry. So they decided to put those sentries because they were scared that... they were scared that they might have warded this area. But yeah, Tomato Juice are being very aggressive right now. They kind of want to take the Lycan down, but... the Lycan is protected by his wolves. We see a stun coming out. Oh, Axe is very low on health. Axe is going to die there. The question is he going to be able to take down Lion? He will be able to take down Lion. Enchanted Prison is going to die as well, and Alchemist is probably not going to be lasting much longer there. He will fall to the wolf. So that is... oh, actually, no. He will fall to Enchantress. So Enchantress here, moving back up. Actually... pretty much expected kind of move here. This is actually very dangerous to be creep skipping against an Enchantress because the creeps in the early game, like the Sage Tormentor, just deal so much damage. This is 125 damage nuke on an 8-second cooldown, and it's actually very high. So you have to be careful when you're very, very low HP heroes, like let's say an Ancient Apparition or even an Axe with 700 HP. The damage he's taken just from the creeps again and again and again means that he is very, very susceptible to getting killed by a single stun into some damage by the Satyr. You see that Satyr just like giving 2 hits on the Alchemist forces him to eat a Tango. So what do we have here is the last hit denies. We have Axe with 13 creep kills. We have... actually, we have... oh, Prophet... I thought he was going to TP in. It looks like he is. And he wants to be pushing this tower. It's a little bit late, but they may be able to do that. Alchemist using his acid spray to make sure that the creeps fall even faster. Remember that the spin damage of the counter Helix is actually physical damage as well. So acid spray will help in that regard. Enchanted Person is getting targeted by the tower, and that is a dead AA. But Zeus also came in from the middle lane, and Zeus will be helping to take kills on a Lion as well as the Enchantress. He goes back to the middle lane with his haste rune. Very, very nice rotation by this Zeus, using the haste rune with a very good effect, and very well played also by Nature's Prophet to decide to come in at this right moment to get the tower down. AA decided to go on the bottom lane. It seems like they might decide to go and swap the lanes now that the tower is actually down, so Axe will not be able to creep skip around here. It's way too dangerous in my opinion. So is he just going to transition to the jungle, or is he going to go onto the bottom lane? This is something that we will have to see. It seems like at the moment he's quite happy with just farming the jungle, and Alchemist is still hanging around making sure that he's fine. Alchemist and Stable Concoction is also physical damage, so right now these two heroes, all they have is physical damage, so any kind of minus armor will be helping them a lot. So any kind of, like, for example, Medallion Courage will be helping that. It seems like Alchemist is... Well, actually, Alchemist is pretty aggressive in his positioning, because now here comes an Enchantress, and if she gets this Centaur, the Alchemist could very well die. But it seems like Lion is not here. Lion decided to go on the bottom lane instead, and that might be a missed kill opportunity on what seems to be a very low HP Alchemist that has like 2 armor only. Lycan is level 6 though, so he will be able to take down towers pretty easily. He will also be able to run away pretty easily, which at the moment seems to be... Whoa, no, they caught Enchantress, and Enchantress is probably not going to last very long. Nature's Prophet, he had a DD, but he's not... the DD is out now, and Lycan gets a kill. We have Nature's Prophet running away, the Centaur just dealing a lot of damage here, and also the Stomp helping a lot. So that Zeus ultimate, unfortunately not able to seal a kill here. The poor Alchemist being very squishy at the moment as he's a support. Also, the thing you have to keep in mind is this tri-lane has level 4 Axe, level 4 Alchemist, and a level 4 Enchanted Apparition, while we have a level 7 Lycan now with a level only 2 Lion, but Lion, the Hex level 1 is already 2.5 seconds disable, so Lion level 2 is already a very, very dangerous hero to play against. Enchantress, she is level 4, almost 5, and she is a actual jungler, so she will be able to farm up pretty easily, get those levels if she needs. It seems like Axe is still hanging out fairly far, so that might be a dangerous thing to do. They have seen the Alchemist. Alchemist is looking for someone in jungle, but little as you know, he will be the one who is getting hunted down. He wanted to ward, and now he's gonna get slowed. The wolves are coming in just to deal a little bit more damage, just slow coming from the Hellbore Smasher, and he will not be able to escape, or will he? No, stun actually goes, and the Enchantress gets the concoction to the face. Doesn't matter. Oh, actually it does, because Zeus comes in, Lightning Bolt into Arc Lightning, and that's a kill. That might not have been, it's that easy if the enemy, if his ally, the Alchemist, didn't lend his concoction. So once again, this haste rune really coming into play. On the bottom lane, it seemed like A might be going down here. He has the stun coming out from the ultimate and the Conspatch again, sealing his fate. The Nature's Prophet coming in, but what can he really do? Like, right clicks, and the Tidehunter doesn't really mind. He has a Stout Shield, he has 1 level in Kraken Shell. The Nature's Prophet is not scaring him at all. So we see Tomato Juice, who tried to put the Enchanted Person on the bottom lane solo to get some experience on him, and they might be able to get a kill on Tidehunter, although it seemed like Tidehunter is a little bit too far off. Ooh, the Zeus ultimate just sealing his fate here. Even with the heals from Enchantress, it's not going to be enough to save his Tidehunter. Tidehunter here, he probably wish he had his ultimate, but he already used it to kill the Enchanted Apparition already. Oh, Zeus taking a lot of damage right from the Murder of the Machine. Thankfully, Tinker doesn't have Heat-Seeking Missile, so that means Zeus is pretty much fine. X is level 6 now, and he has his Vanguard, so there's pretty much nothing the Lycan can do to him with only a Vlad. Actually, if he's on a 1v1 situation, he might be able to kill him because the spin will not be that there will not be that many spin. But that's the thing is sure that if he gets into a creep wave, yeah, there he has no chance of killing Axe before Axe is killing him. So middle lane, we see that our Zeus is at 31 creep kill for 5 denies, and the Tinker is at 38. Is Tinker far away from his boost of travel? It seems like he's still 700 gold away, so by no mean a fast boost of travel. But he did win for the Soul Ring first. We have Zeus here in the middle lane still farming up. The Tinker is still ahead of him by quite a lot, by the way. Yeah, it seems like Tinker... Did he use Mars of the Machine to clear up the creep games? It looks like he did. So, what do we have on the other side? We have Lycan, who had 36 creep kills, so he's not so badly off. I mean, 36 creep kills is not great, but it's not bad by any mean, especially considering how hard he was getting pressured before the tier 1 fell down. You know, Axe using a level 1 Batter Hunger, not really doing much there, but still being annoying to that Lycan. Lycan has to be careful because you have to remember that there's always the threat of an AA blast with the Zeus ultimate. It seems like Axe is going to find Enchantress, he's going to use the Call, but is he going to spin? It doesn't look like it. Oh, AA blast! No, it's missing! Now Axe is going back in, and he really wants a piece of that Enchantress, but he's not going to catch her, or is he? He has boots, Enchantress has boots as well, and he is going to kill her, and that's a little kill. The heal coming a little too late. I'm not really sure why she waited that long. I didn't think she was like in the killing range of Culling Blade, so in my opinion, Axe wasn't going to be able to kill her because the only thing he could have done is like just a call, and the call wouldn't have been enough. Apparently, it was not a call, it was a Culling Blade right in the face, chopping her head off. Enchant Apparition, as we have seen, has a level 6 now, so he is going to be able to start Ice Blasting the face of anyone who is spotted by these wards. And Tomato Juice keeps pressuring this dire jungle with the wards they have here. They have vision over a great amount of great area here. So they probably are seeing the entrances. I'm not really sure. No, I think the trees are blocking this, so they do not see when the enemies can go there. They might be trying to go on Axe. It's probably not a good idea right now since Lycan 700 HP, Enchantress, it's still not level 6. A smoke again by Tomato Juice. They are gonna try to catch up Lycan, and Lycan is actually very careful, but is he careful enough? Alchemist will start using the concoction. And oh no, Zeus actually shows himself, and Alchemist will just stun himself in the face. So Zeus is spotted now, and he will be starting to run away. But do they know that Enchanted Person is here as well? It seems like they are aware that there's a lot of people, so they are being careful. Tidehunter has Arcane Boots, kind of far away from his Blink Dagger, but yeah, they're not gonna follow on that. Alchemist, he has his ultimate popped up. He's already healed back to full health. And Nature's Prophet, we haven't really seen him a lot, you know, before, like after that first tower kill. So he's up ahead of Midas now, 1,000 gold. Middle lane, it seems like they might be going on to Zeus. Zeus is going to eat that Ravage in the face, and Lion is going to get that stun as well. The Ice Blast connecting, and that's a Lion traded for a Zeus. I think Nankotsu Bringer here are going to be quite happy with the trade. It's actually 8-8, so the kills are not as no, the kill score is not as big towards the Radiant as I expected. Let's see, we have who died a lot. Yeah, those two supports on Tomato Juice side, Mafia and Nubao, actually have died 3 times each. And Lycan is actually up to 3-0 so even though he got pressured, he is looking very good. He has 62 creep kills now. He has 3 kills, 2 assists, and he's going to be able to take down towers very, very quickly. Oh, Tinker TP's in. No, Nature's Prophet Streak cancels his own. Oh, he's going to stay alive. No, he's going to die. Tinker kills him with the Mars of the Machine, or with the, I'm not really sure. It wasn't the, oh, Zeus. Zeus almost dies to the March of the Machine. I'm not really sure if he died to the March of the Machine or a rocket. I'm not really sure also why the Nature's Prophet canceled his TP there and moved like 3 centimeters away before trying to TP again, which obviously didn't work. He could have survived there. It's kind of a shame. So trading 1 for 1, the Lycan for the Nature's Prophet, and they also keep the tower alive, so I'm pretty sure they're happy with that trade. Oh, it looks like Zeus might be in a little bit of trouble. It's fine. They don't have sight to get to Zeus at the moment. Nature's Prophet's here to defend, and normally he should be able to defend. Enchantress only has a little Alpha Wolf who is very low in health as well, and he's gonna get scouted. Oh, Mafia, you do not want to be there. Mafia is probably gonna die, and he does die, but the AA Blast just murders the enemy team here. Enchant Apparition getting those kills on Enchantress and Lion. Actually, Nature's Prophet Ultimate sealing the fate of Enchantress. But these these ultimates, man, these global ultimates, just killing the Radiant side, the Dire side. Axe trying to blink Cole, but Tinker a little bit faster on his finger than the Radiant Axe. Lycan trying to split push here. Nature's Prophet's going to be coming around, a TP coming in, forcing the Lycan away. It is going to be Alchemist who stumps himself. It doesn't really matter. He can heal up very quickly. So once again, the tower gets defended. Middle tower might be falling down very soon though. It's 40 HP. So one more hit from the siege creep, and there is a deny coming out. So it's a tower falling down, even though it's a deny. That means a little bit more map control coming the way of Nankutsu Bringer. Enchantress is level 7 now. She has her ultimate as well as Urna Shadow. She's a little bit harder to kill. Enchantress is one of the weakest hero, and oh, Axe, does he see that? He's gonna call. Is he gonna be able to kill Enchantress? Oh yes, he definitely is going to be able to. And the AA ultimate even flying in a little bit later. He's gonna be able to catch no one. Okay, never mind. Basically, anyone that Axe catches when the Zeus ulti and the Nature's Prophet ultimate is up will be a kill. Alchemist stacking up these Ancients, using the Acid Spray to start dealing damage. Remember that the damage is composite, so that means it goes through magic immunity. Even if you're in BKB, the Acid Spray will still deal damage to you. It will just be reduced by armor though. So he also has a Medallion of Courage, which is going to help him a lot. Zeus comes in, used the Lightning Bolt to kill a... not really sure what he used it to kill. Nature's Prophet just killed the melee Necro unit, taking a lot of damage, but at the same time also gaining 100 gold from that. Zeus as well. He's going to be happy with this little trade. The tower is still standing, although it's very low on HP. We have Nature's Prophet who's going to go farm some more. And he's up to 3k gold. What is he gonna do here? That's the question. Nature's Prophet build can be very versatile, so... Deuce is obviously rushing for an Aghanim Scepter. Tinker is still pushing that mid lane. Does he has a Blink Dagger? Yeah, he has Blink Dagger. He actually has Blink Dagger and 2k gold. So he's very, very good on his farm right now. He will be able to get a either it's going to be a dragon or it's going to be a sheep stick. In my opinion, sheep stick would be better there, just to have a little bit more HP as well as mana instead of just a straight burst damage. Getting the ancient stacks with the March of the Machine. Lycan has Necro level 2. They still haven't made a move towards Roshan. And on the other side, Nature's Prophet's still farming, and he decides to go for Oblivion Staff. Normally, I would say this is an Orchid, but considering the type of lineup, I wouldn't be surprised if suddenly they decide, oh, scrap that, Lycan just goes down immediately. That's a very dead Lycan, but he gets a tower, so it does give him a little bit of gold there. It's also... this tower is also actually the reliable gold, so that means if he dies With only tower gold, he will not lose that gold. Nature's Prophet gets killed in the bottom lane by Tinker, Blink, Rocket, and everyone just following a suit. Lion is up to level 7, so he has all his spells that he needs. Max level Air Spike, 1 level in Finger of Death, and 1 level in Hex is pretty much all you need to start being very efficient. Tinker is going to defend the top lane with the Merge of the Machine spam. Axe is not going to be able to blink Cole. And the tower is going to fall on the bottom lane. And actually, he's going in. Axe is taking a lot of damage here. Axe looks like he's going for a... So Rob of Mega, that could be the Blade Mail. Or that could be a drum, but that would be very surprising. Tinker TP's into the stun of Alchemist. And he is probably going to die there. No! Nice save by Tyranitar coming in. And now it's going to be Ancient Apparition falling down first. Alchemist is probably going to die second. Oh, and he doesn't even get the kill on Tyranitar. Zeus now is on the run. He's getting chased by Ver and Glycan. Oh, Zeus with that ultimate gets 2 kills. Actually, it's not Tinker dying up. It is Lion who died there. I was not aware he was so low on HP. I knew Tyranitar and Tinker were very low, but Tinker probably TP'd back to base before the Zeus ultimate. Probably Zeus ultimate was on cooldown, which is why he didn't use it straight away. And now he has the Aghanim Scepter, so it's going to be 90 seconds for a lot of pain. It's pretty much like a global culling blade. So Axe is not going for that Aghanim Scepter, like I said. With the Rub of the Mega, he doesn't have much more at the moment. And Nature's Prophet is going to go for this Orchid to have a little bit more control. Right now, what they have is only a delayed stun. Unstable Concoction is not immediate, it has to fly, so if Lycan sees it coming, he can just morph and just run away, and he will get eventually stunned by the Unstable Concoction, but he will be able to be way far enough for usually to be in relative safety. So they have 1 stun here, they have the Ancient Apparition Cold Feet, but it's going to take some time before it actually lands, and they have the Call, and that's pretty much it. They also have the soft CC of the Sprout. So they really need Sheep Sticks, they really need silence like Orchid, which is going to, at least before anyone gets BKB, make it so that the Tyranitar won't be able to use Ravage, or the Tinker won't be able to use... Oh, Tinker actually went for an Aghanim Scepter, so that's a very rare side. Tinker usually always goes for the items that can, like the Sheep Stick or the Dagon E-Blade, but this time it's going to be the Aghanim Scepter, so that means more range on the laser and 4 rockets at once. So it's actually not a bad item, but it's not like super good either, so we'll have to see how it goes. Lycan gets spotted by the Ice Blast, not really gonna do much to him though. He's pretty healthy. It's gonna be a smoke, and they're gonna go into Roshan, but the little Treant is here, so they will either have to wait until the Treant dies, or just ignore it and just go straight YOLO on Roshan. They know that AA doesn't have his blast anymore. Roshan is going to be turned into a fish, and Roshan falls very quickly. I'm not sure, no, I don't think they will get there in time. They don't get there in time. Roshan just died too quickly. And there's also a ward for the dire side here, so they know that Alchemist is still standing on the high ground, waiting for someone to pop his head. He might even die there if he's not careful. He's gonna get, he's gonna get spotted and chased by the Necro units. Not really do much, but actually he's gonna get blocked. He's blocked by the unit, and now he's gonna die. The Ancient Aversion Blast not gonna hit anyone. Tyranitar just eats the trail, the Frostbite, and what seemed to be a very good start for Tomato Juice is quickly spiraling out of control, as they're getting split pushed to death by a Tinker as well as a Lycan, and the damage output coming from the other team is now way high enough to kill anyone that they catch. Alchemist with a Hem of Iron Will and Glove of Haste. Is it going to be an armlet for Alchemist? That is very weird. If it is an armlet, that is going to be very strange. Like a support Alchemist transitioning into a semi-carry Alchemist. I'm not really sure I like that. Zeus is going to be caught, and Zeus is actually quite a valid target. He's gonna die before using his ultimate. We have Axe using his call and trying to get someone, but he's not gonna be able to. Is he gonna be calling someone here? He will not, but Tinker is actually under the tower. He will fall. Axe still not using this Culling Blade. The tower focusing Tyranitar. Tyranitar is going to blink away. And the Aegis was popped, but they don't really mind. Lycan is still fairly healthy here. They will have to be careful because as soon as Zeus comes back up, Lion may die. No, they're gonna be TPing back to base to heal up. And it seems like Zeus didn't want to, but actually couldn't buy back. So in the meantime, Prophet trying to split push, but not achieving anything here. I'm really unsure of what the Orchid achieved for them in this fight. I do believe that if Nature's Prophet decided to go for maybe a Necro unit as well and start split pushing, it would have been better. But, well, now the choice has been done, so he is going to be rolling with a BKB soon and an Orchid. The Ag is soon to be up on Ancient Apparition. He still needs 1,100 gold. Alchemist, as again, probably trying to get his armlet. And Zeus, since his Aghanim Scepter doesn't have much, and that's a big problem about getting a fast Aghanim Scepter on Zeus. When you do that, you do not have any mobility, you don't have a Blink Dagger, you don't have a Force Staff, and that means if you get caught, if you see a Tyranitar blinking in, you have no way of getting away. You cannot Force Staff yourself away. It seems like they want to catch the Lycan. He has a Quelling Blade. He failed the Quelling Blade, and he's gonna die for that because he used the Quelling Blade on a... Actually, I don't know, another tree that was there that just didn't make it so he was able to run away from this route. That is a big mistake. So now they got a Lycan kill. And the problem is, what do they do afterwards? They can't really transition to a push because Tinker is just everywhere spamming that Mark of the Machine. And Tinker is now going to go for that sheepstick, it seems. Axe is also trying to get his Aghanim Scepter. It seems like he just sold his his Robe of Magi, so not really sure what he's doing with the items here. Everyone trying to go for like Aghanim Scepters right now. Nature's Prophet hasn't bought one. In this scenario, I'm not even sure it's actually a bad idea to go for an Aghanim Scepter. I think he should have gone for an Aghanim Scepter. Might have been good here. Let's see, Experience Graph and Goal Graph. Experience Graph is going back the way of Tomato Juice. The Goal Graph is still still on the side of Nantoku Bringer, as they still have two of their tier 1 towers standing where, ooh, it seems like they have caught the Lycan again, and Lycan is silenced. He is not going to be able to escape, is he? It seems like he is not. Zeus finishes him up with the ultimate. I'm not really sure the Ice Blast, the Frostbite was going to be able to kill him. Lycan actually, it seems like he bought back in. Oh, no. Okay, the Necro units killed the Nature's Prophet. I was a little bit confused about that. I was looking at Tinker in the bottom lane. Tinker's just gonna laser, rocket, but look at how little the Alchemist cares. Alchemist is afraid of burst damage, not of sustained damage. So right now, Tinker has nothing on him. Enchantress also trying to go for that Aghanim Scepter, which is going to increase her range and her damage. Titan has a blink, he has the Pipe of Insight, and with this Void Stone, it might be looking like he wants to go for a Sheepstick? That is a little bit weird, we never see... Oh, no, maybe the beginning of a Refresher, of course. Probably not gonna have enough mana for that if he just goes straight for a Refresher, but who knows. So Lion, almost up to his Blink Dagger as well, that's gonna be good for him. And we have a BKB completed on the Nature's Prophet. Tinker still farming up, getting closer and closer to that Sheepstick, only 800 gold away. And with that Boots of Travel on Lycan, they will be trying to get that tower. TP coming in, it is going to be Zeus. Zeus is trying to work towards his Refresher Orb, and the Nature's Prophet ultimate bouncing around, helping to prevent the tower from getting pushed. But that also means he doesn't have it in case Axe finds someone. So does our alchemist have? Yeah, he has Armlet of Mordigan or Mordigian now. Mordigian? Yeah, I think it's that. Bottom tower, Nature's Prophet trying to get away. He's gonna TP away, and there's nothing that they can do to stop him. BKB was used for that though, and the tower is gonna get denied. It's in deny range. So tower goes down. Finally. Axe getting closer and closer to that Aghanim Scepter. And Zeus still working on that refresher. Yeah, Aghanim Scepter completed for AA, so now his ultimate really hurts. But in the meantime, we also have to keep in mind that Lycan is here, and Lycan have almost completed a BKB. And with that BKB, he's going to be able to... When he has the BKB completed, he can just run in and ignore the damage coming from Zeus, ignore the damage coming from AA, ignore the damage coming from pretty much anyone, and even the Uncivil Concoction is not going to be able to stun him. Only Axe will be able to call him. So probably he might be able to get some kills before dying. If he dies, and not even sure that he may die. He's just going so fast that it's going to be hard to lock him down, especially since they have no way at the moment to prevent him from using BKB. The Orchid is not going to be useful against that, and as I said, they have no immediate stun, or actually yeah, they have cold, but unless he gets cold, the Lycan can actually use his BKB while seeing the Unstable Concoction fly toward his face. So not really sure Axe wants to go for that one. Actually, he blinks away. Lycan is going to try to find him, and he does find him. Tinker TP's in. It's going to be a sheep, a second sheep, and that's a very dead Axe. Probably should have tried to hide in the trees there instead of trying to run for the obvious direction. And that's a problem now. I mean, Tinker can TP pretty much anywhere with the Lycan Wolves, and Tinker at that point is just doing so much damage and has so much disabled that Tinker +1 can pretty much kill anyone. So we see Nature's Prophet trying to split push, but this will be prevented by Tinker's Mortar the Machine. In the meantime, Tomato Juice are losing their tier 2 tower in the top, and they're probably not able to contest that. The Ice Blast lands, but only on Lion. Actually, with the Zeus ultimate, Lion dies. It seems like he's not gonna go for the kill. Tinker just killed Nature's Prophet again. So he got found out here in the middle lane. And that's going to be split pushing to death. Well, what the hell? Tinker goes very aggressive on the creep and sheeps him and laser him to death. So that creep's had it coming. The Radiant are pretty much confined into their own jungle at this point. And I'm not really sure. I don't see them coming back from this, because the later it goes and the weaker their lineup is, because they have only an alchemist that could hard carry potentially, but that alchemist was a support. And on the other side they have a Tinker, they have a Lycan, and those Tinker and Lycan are already very farmed up compared to that poor alchemist. So Zeus uses his ultimate for I don't know what reason. Tinker because Tinker gets Zeus. But yeah, Nature's Prophet also gets Tinker. Sorry about that, I missed this one. They were actually pushing the bottom tower in the meantime. So Zeus uses his ultimate before dying there and buys back to help defend. Not really sure why he bought back here, because he just wasted a lot of money by doing so. Axe was on his way, and he's gonna get a lot of gold here from these little Necro units. Roshan gets hacked and hexed again, and he is now humongously huge. due to the fact that there's a little bug that does this. When you chain Hex Roshan, it just becomes bigger and bigger. The A Blast does come in, but it doesn't matter. They have a Pipe of Insight to protect them from such an occasion. Enchantress is going to be able to heal them back up if she decides to do so. Seems like she doesn't. Nature's Prophet ultimate bouncing along. And Zeus may be in a little bit of trouble there. Tyranitar is going to see Zeus. Is he going to blink in? He does not blink in. So Zeus used the bolt pretty much nowhere to make sure that no one else was invisible around him. Lion decided to go for a Force Staff instead of Blink Dagger. At least he will be able to help his allies like that, but I'm not really sure that's the right idea. The Blink Dagger in Lion is just so powerful. Since Hex has no cast time whatsoever, the Blink Hex means that you pretty much ensure that someone's going to get caught and killed if you have a follow-up from your allies. Tyranitar. Oh, that's a good two-man call. And the Ice Blast is going to land on only Tinker though. The Pipe is going to make sure that they don't take too much damage coming from the Frostbite damage over time. Top lane, it is Lycan putting pressure. Bottom lane, it is the 4 others. And the Radiant, right now... Oh, the Hex actually happened on a creep. Lycan is going to go onto the Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet trying to run away. And the call is going to save his fate. It seems like there's a Lycan killing the Nature's Prophet still. Due to the... Yeah, that was the Necro units killing him. So Lycan is going to fall. But Tyranitar comes in. And now a lot of damage maybe here. Oh, Tinker on the side. Spamming those rockets. But it's actually 3 people going down. 4 people going down in total. For the side of Nankotsu Bringer, going way too deep. We have Lycan buying back even and trying to go in to do some damage, but in the end it doesn't work. Oh no, what are you doing? Louis is just coming back in, TPing to try to catch Lycan for some reason, and he just sprouted himself inside with Lycan. And that spelled his demise. That was Nature's Prophet offering himself on a silver platter. Zeus still working very hard to get that refresher award, but he's still far away from it. Tinker's gonna get caught by the blast. Doesn't really matter though. The blast doesn't prevent you from regening mana, only from regening health. So he's gonna be able to just go back inside the fight and fight some more. Little bit of a slower game now. Alchemist is gonna eat some damage, but as soon as he pops his ultimates, nothing really matters anymore. Ancient Preparation though is taking a lot of damage, and he has no way to heal himself that much. Axe got his Aghanim Scepter, so that's the 3rd Aghanim Scepter completed for the Radiant side. Nature's Prophet decides to go for a Maelstrom now. A little bit more attack speed, a little bit more damage. Lycan has a BKB. He's actually pretty poor for Lycan. He has 37 minutes, a BKB, Necro, and Vlad with only boost of travel. So he has no, like, it's no big damage coming out of Lycan. When you compare that to Tinker, who has Sheep 6, Side of Life, Blink Dagger, Aghanim Scepter, Soul Ring, Bottle, 4.5k gold. So probably gonna get either that E-Blade or that Dagon or whatever he wants. And Axe just used his call. He might die because of that. He's gonna get Hex, he's gonna get killed. And the Ancient Apparition Blast is not gonna do that much. Now it seems like Nankotsu Bringer, they are looking to take down this tower. And not only the tower, but also the racks. The Necro units are here. Tinker blinks in. Sheeps someone. And Alchemist, I'm not really sure what you're doing. Your Finger of Death, and that's a dead Alchemist. Okay, so Tidebringer just totally whiffs his ultimate and just gonna die immediately. The Zeus ultimate just doing work here. Lion trying to get some kills here. He will not be able to... Oh, he will be able to escape. And then it's Lycan coming back with the ultimate. Lycan, the Enchanted version, trying to get the kill, but not gonna be able to. And that's a cleanup by the Enchantress, finishing everyone with the Impetus and her long-ass range. It is a total of 740 range on Enchantress with that Aghanim Scepter, so longer than pretty much anyone but Sniper. 6 charges of Urn of Shadow as well, so she can just heal up. No problem here. Zeus will start content warding, or de-warding should I say, with that Lightning Bolt. Nice little upgrade from his spell since the last few patches. Tinker decided to sell his bottle, going for Perseverance, so probably a Bloodstone here. That, or he goes for a Lincoln Sphere, but that would be kinda strange. I do not see Tinker going for a Lincoln Sphere here, as there's no real single target disable that he fears. There's no Blink Sheep on the other side. The only thing that he may fear is a Silence from Orchid. But then again, even then, I don't think it would have been justified. No, he's going to go for that Bloodstone. So more HP, more mana, more presence. And the tower actually still stands after this horrible fight for the Radiant. Lycan playing carefully. He's going for an Abyssal Blade now. Barely managing to get his Skull Basher. So what is his goal per minute actually? 510. Which seems pretty strange considering the items he has compared to Tinker. Oh, bottom lane. Seems like they're gonna go onto the Dire side, and it is already 2 kills going the way of the Radiant. Top lane in the meantime, we have Lycan getting caught up by the Axe Call, but Axe is just getting absolutely chopped to pieces. Now we have Lycan trying to run away. The Zeus Lightning Bolt not gonna hit anyone here. The bottom lane in the meantime, I'm not really sure how Lion died so quickly. And now we have a refresher on Zeus, so heroes like Lion and Enchantress are just gonna die immediately if they get caught by an Axe Blast. It's going to be the end of them. Now Zeus only needs a Veil of Discord and it would just complete his damage. So we see the experience graph going all the way for Nankotsu Bringer. Yeah, Nankotsu Bringer going all the way up to 12k and going back to 8k. And the goal graph is also going back to 8k now. But yeah, Nankotsu Bringer are still way far ahead. Not only in terms of map control and gold and experience. I mean, the thing is their lineup really makes them scary in the late game. The thing is we also have Tomato Juice with a lot of damage, global AoE damage output since thanks to the ultimates. So if the dark side is not careful and actually group up and they manage to get hit by a Ice Blast, that might be a team wipe, complete team wipe if they're not careful. I'm surprised that Nature Prophet didn't decide to go also for that Refresher Aghanim build as well. I know it's not like a decent build by any mean, especially since you could go for damage items like he is going right now, but it would be pretty fun to see that and just insta-killing everyone on the map with all this AoE damage. Lycan when he doesn't have his BKB up, is actually not that tanky. 2.5k HP. That's a little bit less than Tinker. So Refresher is still on the way for Tyranitar, who hasn't been able to get this item for a long time. Enchantress, it looks like she's going to go for a heart, so it's going to be less easy to kill her like that. Lion can just, let's see, 986 HP. Zeus ultimate deals 640 times 2, so 1280 with the minus with the magic armor that's 25% less. He still dies. I think he still dies, so he will be able to survive if he's full HP in a couple of levels, but as it is right now, I think he dies from the double ult. We'll have to see in the next fight. And he has a Blink Dagger as well as Force Staff now, so a lot of mobility on that Lion as well. Now it's Roshan time. Roshan is just gonna get chain hexed, chain hit. There's no way he can do anything but get killed by the mighty dire side. Fish into pig into fish into pig. Sad life for Roshan right now. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. And that's a very, very dead lion. Ice Blast into Ice Blast into a Thunder God Wrath. That lion didn't see it coming. So Deuce wasn't trigger happy on this one. He didn't use his ultimate twice. He just got a kill on Lion, and that was enough. Remember that the Thunder God's Wrath has only a 90-second cooldown, whereas the Refresher Orb has 160. So if you decide to go for the double ulti, that means you won't have a double ulti for pretty long afterwards. Enchantress decides to be the one picking up the cheese, though, so she also actually, as I said, she is the one dealing a lot of damage. I mean, Tyranitar deals the burst with his Ravage into his spells, and then Refresher Ravage again. But Lycan deals the physical damage as well as Enchantress. Actually, Enchantress, I think it's pure damage, right? Yeah, Impetus is even pure damage, so it's even more aggravating. Lion, he has his burst, and that's all. And Tinker also lays down some good sustained damage with the laser rocket, and the range he has thanks to his Aghanim Scepter. If you want to see the range on this, actually, it doesn't update. Okay, never mind then. I thought it would have updated. Yeah, it doesn't update. Normally, the range is twice as long. So top lane, are they gonna try to go on Alchemist? Enchantress has double damage. They may be tempted to go in, but they do not know who is where, so they will be careful. The entire Radiant side was right behind Alchemist here. And Nature's Prophets are just waiting for the Tinker to come in. Gonna get some safe farm. The rest of the Radiant team is just scared shitless in their own base. This is a 110 Alchemist who has a BKB and a Shadow Blade and an Armlet, so he's still quite farm for someone who is at 110-16 and who was a support Alchemist. But overall, his usefulness in the team fight is not that high. Axe still hasn't bought any new items since his Aghanim Scepter. 2.4k gold. A is the same. Pretty much everyone's the same on the Radiant side. They're just pinned down in their own base, and you see the graph just going back down again after this little team fight that went the way of Tomato Juice. They just can't seem to make any moves. And nope, that was just a little a little Berserker Battle Hunger to scare the enemy away. Didn't really do much though. And that is going to be Axe getting melted down. Here comes ulti level 1. Ulti level 2 is not going to fly up immediately. And the Tyranitar though is going to use that double ult. The AA is dead. The Nature's Prophet is going to die. And Zeus is going to use that second ultimate, killing up that lion. Tyranitar had the Aegis, so he used the Aegis. The Enchantress died twice. It's a lot of buybacks coming the way of the Radiant side, but they just can't really do much. They managed to get 2 kills, they managed to defend their towers, but it's at the cost of a lot of buybacks. Oh, they may be able to get Tyranitar here. Oh, the call misses! Battle Hunger again. Tinker actually blinks in. Is gonna laser, is gonna rocket, he's gonna sheep again. And that's gonna be a dead axe. Nature's Prophet, as well as the axe and the alchemist, all bought back during that fight. And all of this for 2 kills and an Aegis. This is actually 4 kills going the way of the Radiant, plus a dieback. 4 kills going the way of the Dire, plus a dieback from Axe. Are they gonna go for Hag right now? It seems like they are. The Tyranitar has no ultimate. Not really sure what he's doing. He's just trying to scare the enemy away, but Nature's Prophet deals a lot of damage. It seems like Tinker is going to hightail out of there, and yeah, it seems like the Tyranitar just gave the Radiant side a freebie. Oh, never mind. He was using this time to let the Lycan push down the bottom lane. Lycan, he actually got only the range racks. Not really sure. Was it worth it? That's a good question. I think it was, since Tyranitar without his ultimate is a little bit like a dead weight at the moment. So any type of structure they can take is always welcome. Tinker just sold his Aghanim. No, that was not the Aghanim Scepter. He just sold his. Yeah, he sold his Soul Ring there, and he decides to go for Shiva's. Just trying to kill the creeps as quickly as possible. That Tinker is going to be hard to bring down. He's very, very tanky. He has 28 armor on top of 2.8k 2.8k HP. And it seems like they're gonna go onto that Lycan, but the Ice Blast is not gonna land. The silence is, and here comes Lycan using that BKB to try to survive. He's gonna be running away. BKB wears off. Does Zeus have his ultimate? He has a double ulti. He's not using it though. He doesn't know that Lycan is in kill range. Oh, now Zeus might be considering that. He's gonna get caught by Tinker. He is very low. Ulti level 1 comes in. Ulti number 1 and no ulti number 2. He should have seen that Lycan was very low. He didn't pay attention. He was too focused on the Tinker, I guess. Since Tinker was just right in his face, so... yeah, Lycan's gonna survive this one. Tinker, in the meantime, is still like farming everywhere. I hear the Shiva's Gourd going on and on and on. "51 minutes. 51 minutes. Tyranitar has his double ulti. Ping's coming out. They want to defend the mid and the top. Alchemist, seems like they're telling him to be careful. Enchantress is spotted here, thanks to a ward. And Alchemist is just going to stun himself for some reason. He was probably trying to go on the Enchantress, but his ally pinged him to not go there. Tinker is going to get caught by the axe, but only the axe. So, not really sure that was a good idea. Tinker is coming, he's going to go straight back in. It's going to be a sheep again. Tinker is not going to follow that, because in the meantime, Lycan is getting that top tower, and the axe is nowhere near to prevent him from doing so. Tinker comes right back in. And that's a Nature's Prophet BKB. Instant reaction from Nature's Prophet, but it's actually quite a waste in this situation. March of the Machine just getting spammed left and right. There's no way anyone can walk in this, except if your name is Alchemist. And even then, ulti number 1 coming from Zeus. We are gonna have the first Ravage, second Ravage coming in, second Ravage goes in, and catches everyone again. Zeus is gonna use his ultimate again. That is 2 kills. The Lion goes down, the Tyranitar goes down, but the rest of the team is just getting annihilated by this Enchantress. Even though they got Tinker, Nature's Prophet is... I think this is disjointed. Yeah, it is disjointed. So he's still alive, but the bottom racks goes down. Tinker bot deck. The top tower, the top racks are also gonna fall. The Lycan for some reason decides not to hit on the tower because he wanted to kill the creeps. And here comes Blast coming from Zeus. Nature's Prophet used the BKB, but it seems like it doesn't really matter. Enchantress will be able to get that kill on Zeus. No, he will not. So Alchemist buys back, but it's already too late. The 2 racks is on top have fallen. The mid racks have fallen. This is super creeps. There's no way they can come back from this. Enchantress is going to get targeted, and she just takes a lot of damage, but he just doesn't die. Oh, actually, she does die. The ultimate coming from the Nature's Prophet. He's gonna fall to the Tinker's Rocket though, and now Zeus is in a lot of trouble. Zeus is gonna get sheeped again. Oh, Tinker taking a lot of damage as well. He is very low. Zeus does not have an ultimate though. Oh, does he? 11 seconds. Oh, 11 seconds just may be enough. No. Oh, who is gonna die first? Zeus. Oh. No, the A ultimate has worn off, so it wouldn't have been a kill now. They're still defending for honor and glory, but yeah, we all know how this story finishes. Lycan and Tinker once again prevail, split pushing their way to victory. Tinker just laying the smackdown here. Spamming those March of the Machine, spamming those rockets, spamming everything, and the sheep as well. Tyranitar is back inside the fray. His allies are not so far off. Tinker comes back in. Just uses those rockets. And he may be getting caught here. Or is he? Is it going to be enough to kill the Tinker? It seems like it is not going to be enough. Tinker is still alive. Tinker is going to stay alive, and he's going to get blasted down. Zeus is going to get blasted down. Tinker... Tinker may be cold. Tinker finally gets cold. But in the same time, the Enchant is just taking damage. Lion's going to fall. But so is Alchemist. The Nature's Prophet deals a lot of damage, but he's going to get chain stunned by this Lycan. And everyone just dies. Now the Ancient falls to the creeps, and it is going to be GG well played. Tomato Juice loses this one, and Nankutsu Bringer take the 3rd place. Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna jump straight into the grand finals, which is going to be a best of 3 in a few moments.